Imagine waking up January 1st, finding that your health insurance premiums doubled. You didn't change your coverage, you didn't change your policy, it doubled. No warning, no changes. For millions of Americans, that is not a hypothetical situation. That is exactly what happened to them at the beginning of 2026. So, first off, some quick context. During COVID, Congress passed an expanded Subsidies Act for people who bought health insurance through the ACA marketplace or healthcare.gov. The enhanced premium tax credits dramatically lowered the amount that people paid each month for health insurance. It made sense. We were dealing with a health crisis. But the expanded subsidies, well, those expired December 31st of 2025. Congress did not renew them. They have no plans to renew them or reinstate them in any fashion. The results have been immediate and severe. For average enrollee with subsidies who stayed on their plan, premiums more than doubled, rising to an average of $1,900 per month. For people earning just over 400% above the federal poverty line, they got hit even harder. For context, a single person who makes $62,600 a year would qualify for this over 400%. Well, they are now in what is called the subsidy cliff, meaning that they went from receiving some financial assistance to nothing at all. Their annual premiums jumped from an average of $4,400 to an average of $8,500. The math is brutal here. An extra $4,000 a year. Where are they going to find this? On top of everything else that's gone up? I guess they don't care. They'll figure it out, right? Anyway, as a result, ACA signups are now down over 1 million people this year compared to last year. And the Urban Institute estimates 7.3 million more people will leave the marketplace after 2026. And about 5 million of those will go uninsured rather than find some kind of alternative. Here's where it gets even more concerning, as if all of this isn't bad enough. When healthy people, younger people, drop off their coverage because it's too expensive, the pool of insured people skews to be older and sicker. That drives up costs for insurers and then raises premiums even higher, which then causes more healthy people to drop out. Economists call this a death spiral. I guess health economists like puns. It's awful. And experts are warning now that there's a real possibility that this happens progressively in the ACA market, that more people keep dropping out. Insurers have already raised gross premiums an average of 26% in 2026, and a 4% point of that was actually geared specifically because they were expecting healthy people to drop out. So they are already pre-pricing this in before they even know who's going to drop out. All right, so what can you do? If you have an ACA marketplace coverage, here's what you need to know. First, check your income against the 400% federal poverty level threshold. In 2026, that's about $62,600 for a single person, $84,600 for a couple, and $128,600 for a family of 4. If you're below that number, you still qualify for subsidies. They're smaller than last year, but you qualify for something. If you're self-employed or have variable income, pre-tax retirement contributions to something like a 401k, an IRA, or a health savings account, reduce your modified adjusted gross income, which then is used to calculate your numbers for ACA. And hopefully, if you brings you down, you actually can still get the subsidies. Strategic contributions could literally keep you from falling off that subsidy cliff and save you thousands. And if you've already dropped coverage because you can't afford it, look into Medicaid eligibility, because many people don't realize that they actually qualify for these type of subsidies. The loss of the subsidy policy, it was a policy decision, right? It was a choice by our government, and millions of regular Americans are now absorbing the cost of the choice that the government made. This is in the form of doubling premiums, dropped coverage, and looming medical debt. The story deserves much more attention than it's actually getting. Everyday Americans are feeling this, and Congress gets some of the best health insurance in the country because, well, They vote for it. They vote to give themselves the best and then leave us screwed. So tell me below, how are your health insurance premiums and how is this affecting you and the people that you love and care about? And remember, think differently, take control, be a renegade, and until next time, have a great day.